Once again, it's time for a brand new episode of the Genuine ScLoHo Media and Marketing Podcast. Episode number 363, as a matter of fact. My name is Scott Howard, also known as ScLoHo. This is an ongoing collection of media, marketing, and personal insights with a fresh update nearly every week since I started this in 2017. This is the audio reading of an article that you can read at my website at scotthoward.me, scotthoward.me. I've published over 1,600 articles, and this one is titled Human Relationship Marketing Principles. And even though I'm recording this at the Federated Media Studios in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I work for WOBO Radio, and this is being promoted by my employer, everything that I say or write is strictly my own thoughts, and not necessarily the opinions of Federated Media or any of their affiliations and or advertisers. This week, I'm sharing the bare bones foundation of how to build a business marketing plan that works not just now, but for years into the future. It's something that I've been implementing since the 1980s when I first made the move to the advertising side of media. Human relationship marketing is the term I either created or developed when I was learning the radio ad business in Detroit at a radio station, WMUZ, where I worked starting in 1986 at the ripe old age of 26. Ideas came from a number of sources, including the weekly Sales Bullet newsletter from company president Don Crawford. This was an internal memo for those of us in the advertising side of the company that we were being given every week. Back then, I also bought and read a number of books by authors Jack Trout and Al Rise, who wrote the classic Positioning the Battle for Your Mind and other follow-up books. Harvey Mackay, author of Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive, and several additional titles were instrumental in my early sales and ad career education. Then about 20 years ago, Roy H. Williams came into my life with a series of books that I also recommend, along with Roy's free weekly email, Monday Morning Memo. Now, if you go to this article on my website at scotthoward.me, I've got links to all three of those sources, from the positioning book to the Swim with the Sharks book to Roy Williams' Monday Morning Memo. But here's the quick version of what human relationship marketing principles are. First one. The closer we get to communicating in our advertising and marketing to traditional human relationships, the stronger the campaign and the bond. Number 2, you have to be genuine, honest, and have integrity in your business and in your advertising. Number 3, the same things we want as human beings from other humans are the same things we want from the people we spend money with. And number 4, the more you can mimic these human relationship principles in your marketing, the better your results. Now, here's a few practical ways to make this happen. Avoid ad speak and cliches in your marketing messaging. Instead, talk the way you'd talk to a friend. And build relationships with your current and future customers by being consistent with your ads. I'll have more on this in the future. And also remember this. Despite all the advances in technology, it's still people who are deciding to buy from you or someone else. And those people will make purchases based on their feelings and back it up with data. More in the weeks ahead. If you have any questions about advertising or marketing that you don't know who to ask, you can email me, scott@wowo.com. That's scott@wowo.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.